The livest one, like from Bedford Stuyvesant, the realest. That's right, the realest, straight from Phillips. I greatly appreciate everybody supporting the forum. Very huge week this week. Even more important than the world's biggest homecoming. That's right, you can buy that anti apparel at our last live. You can actually buy Apple here. We also obviously would like to thank. That is correct, my friends. We would like to thank our partners at YouTube. I greatly appreciate all the people that's been supporting the forum for so long. Very beautiful day this afternoon. That is correct. Very beautiful day this afternoon. I think it's around noontime. Let us know where you're from. And more importantly, who you're voting for. Now, it's a poll that came out by saying that is correct. There's a poll that came in. I want to always start on Mondays. As people say, well, why is Monday important? Well, give me a second here. They say, why is Monday important? Monday is that very important day for any entrepreneur, for any business, not just entrepreneurs, for any business. That Monday business day is so very important. You see the gentleman right across the street in the business suit. He knows that Mondays are very important for business. On the weekends, you might go out and have fun. And sometimes on this forum, we can make money by having fun. But let us remember, this is a business. This is a business. We'd like to shout out, obviously, I'd like to start off by thanking God for waking us all up for this forum, and my beautiful mother and my amazing family. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in to the Photography Plug. This is a Monday forum. That Monday entrepreneurship is so important. As we hear 70 degrees, nice warm day. I see some of the comments already coming in. Greatly appreciate the comments that's already coming in, but let's make sure that we're following all the guidelines of YouTube, and we're trying to get more celebrities to go live on YouTube. That'd be very interesting. They do it on IG or on TikTok. I think more of the celebrities could be possibly going live on TikTok, even if that's a capability. We're not actually on that forum. So if you see some of our work on TikTok, let us know. We don't mind. We own the full resolution. We're talking the presidential election, that very important presidential election. Hello, my friends. That very important presidential election is very soon. That is correct. That very important presidential election. If you're just tuning in, we're looking for donations. Donate, and subscribe. That entrepreneurship is so very important. Only 0.7% of real wealth is only owned by African Americans, meaning we have a long way to go. So if you think about that, and the Mexicans, a lot of people say Mexicans are doing well, and they are. We appreciate their contribution with $1 trillion that they spend in the country every year. But they own about 0% of the real wealth in the country. So sometimes you have to pay attention to polls and statistics. And today we're trying to pay attention to that very important poll, that very important statistic that we're trying to figure out who's going to be the president of the United States of America very soon. This is like tomorrow. So if you're not registered to vote, my friends, you better go ahead and get registered to vote. It's a possibility that a black woman will be running this country. And again, I said it again, and many times you've seen the police approach me. I like to say rest in peace to Bill Cunningham, a great photographer that we started our career behind in my home office way back then. It's been not many years, but it's been about a decade. But Bill was not black like myself. I'm sure the police didn't run up on Bill Cunningham, maybe never in his career, but obviously every single day it's another officer that it's a problem in America for a black person to have that entrepreneurship skill. Or in other words, we talked about all of these companies down here, and they don't allow you to have cell phones, but we can go by the ratios. That is correct, my friends. Thank you for your comments. Just a few comments so far, but stay with me. Now, we can go by the ratios. In other words, I can just show up here in the morning and figure out how many people are being arrested that are brown and black. That is correct. How many individuals are being arrested that are brown and black, opposed to the white people that are being arrested. So we could do that very easily, but physically. You don't have to look at statistics. You just show up in the morning and write down how many brown and black people are being arrested opposed to white people. I think we will find out, and this is an adult form, but I think we'll find out very soonly and quickly, my friends, that a lot of these officers, if you see a white officer in a black neighborhood, my friends, just ask him to leave. Just ask that officer to leave. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You're tuning into this photography plug, the world famous photography plug. We're at the Civil Rights Museum. A very nice Monday. The importance of Monday. Monday. You see that Rolex up there? Rolex started from zero, whatever year, and established in 1922. So remember, it's going to be a whole lot of hard work for you to start your business, and you might not be the one that benefits solely off that business. It may just be your, the people that start these businesses usually are not the ones who benefit solely. And we all benefit by creating. So welcome to the photography plug, where your comments do count. That is important, very important presidential election. It's a very important presidential election. I came out here and I did some artwork. They asked me to do it again. This is before. We might try that. It was a block of love. But we talked about that. And we talked about capitalism. And we talked about being nice. And it just doesn't work. So remember, when you're starting your business, remember how Russell Simmons always talked about being resilient. That is correct. Russell Simmons being resilient. Yes. I'll be reading some of these comments. Somebody said civil interruption. This commenter is probably commenting a fact that, yes, it's a possible civil war is what this individual is talking about. So welcome to the photography plug. Is that Abdul? Somebody just said, is that Abdul? Maybe not. Those type of comments that got this country in a lot of trouble. And those type of comments, maybe you can pick on the black and brown community, but I will advise America to please, our country, Tizaby, don't pick on those Muslims. They are serious and they're not playing any games with you. So make sure you're safe out there. Make sure you are allowing. I had a boss. That is correct. I had a boss that talked to employees in a certain way. And I told him, I said, hey, watch how you send people out in this world. Because watch how you send people out in this world. In other words, watch what you say to people. They will come back and they will assault you, and it probably will end your life. So that is a reality. This is an adult forum where we talk reality. As we see that beautiful FedEx, this is a forum about who's going to be president of the United States of America. Let us know who you think will win this all-important election. That is correct. This very important election. Being nice doesn't work. So what are you saying? Somebody just commented, being nice doesn't work. So what are you saying? And then they said, dude. So everything the comment was positive until he said, dude, like in a disrespectful manner. I greatly appreciate your comment. This is a forum that was formed a few years back. Yes, we own all of our images. This is photography plug. So when you see it, we talk a lot about photography. So what I'm saying is you can't be nice, my friends. That doesn't mean you're not a good person. See, if I'm super nice to this lady walking down the street, maybe she won't be nice to me. Maybe we'll be fake nice to each other. We probably don't like each other. So it's no use for me pretending like I like that individual when I probably don't, right? So let's just be straight up as men. We're not women. I apologize, my friends. We're not women. If you are a woman, we salute you. You run this world in ways we can't understand. This is just capitalism. We're not talking Jesus Christ, my friends, unless we're talking Jesus of Ethiopia. But we're not talking Jesus that's at that county jail around the corner. No, my friends, we're not talking that. You are not talking about photography. No, we're talking about the President of the United States of America, and sometimes we talk about photography. Sony, Alpha. When I was in New York City, that Kourtney Kardashian video was taken by Alpha. When I was in Atlanta, that Young Thug video was taken by Alpha. That gentleman there is more than likely working for FedEx. Now, that company is owned not by a black person. We'd like to shout out Amazon, the #1 company in the country. Remember, be that entrepreneur. Obviously, we like to thank YouTube because we're a part of that 1 percentile that actually gets paid from YouTube, and we want to be one of the more influential. That is correct. One of the more influential forms closer to the election and for on and forever. So, welcome to the photography plug. He prefers to be called. You don't pay their employees anything. Somebody said, I don't pay their employees anything. Not a FedEx or private company, but all of this concrete is actually the Constitution of the United States gives a piece of that property to every single great American citizen. So, yes, welcome to the photography plug. This Monday is so important as an entrepreneur. Remember, your business is so important, and this election is so important. So if you're not registered, get registered to vote. Remember, black people in this country, it was illegal for black people to be able to read in this country. It was illegal for black people to be able to vote. That's what the Civil Rights Museum is about. I mean, the Civil Rights Movement was about, not the museum. And the civil rights, your civil rights. So, obviously, Mississippi, Alabama, and South Carolina can't even fix their roads because they can't figure out the geometry behind fixing the roads. The worst roads in the country comes from the more uneducated cities in this country, and they just can't figure it out. They need help. So welcome to the photography plug. Who do you think is going to be president of the United States of America? Would it be a black woman? Will your daughter that might not be black wake up and be ruled by a black woman? Wouldn't you like that? Is that something that you like? A black woman telling your kids exactly what to do? Or do you want a 34-time felon? As we know that being black is, you have one felon just by being black. So Harris is a felon because it's a strike against you, and that's what a felon is. It's just a strike against you. Harris has one strike against her. Either she's Indian or black, so she actually has 2 strikes against her. So Harris actually has 2 felonies, and that is #1 being black and #1 possibly being Indian. So, but Donald Trump has 34 felonies. That is correct. Mr. Trump has 34 convictions. Not charges, my friends. This the hush money scandal. Trump was, and it's very nice, they're putting up Christmas lights, so it's going to be very cool down here. But this is what I suggest this city to do. No Christmas lights. Do like Times Square. This is like Christmas lights look good for Christmas, and it's a cheap way. Nothing is more revolutionary than technology, but you notice the smaller cities don't have big signs. Spend your money on the big signs and the big advertisement. People don't necessarily want stores. Look at Times Square. It's not that many stores. It's more advertisement. So we hang Christmas lights up and we really look foolish as a city. So welcome to the Photography Club. We got a great forum here. Go figure, ignorant advocate for Harris. Somebody say ignorant advocate for Harris. No, I already told people, yes, I am a Republican in the daytime and nighttime. I become Democrat. Both ways, that is correct. Great forum here. Lots of comments, lots of comments, lots of comments. This is absolutely wonderful. Advocate Trump 2024. We have a Trump 24. Remember, this is a forum about the election. So let us know who you think will be your next president of the United States of America, and why should that person be the president of the United States of America. Now, Harris has 2 felonies. She's black and Indian. But Donald Trump has 34 felonies that he has earned. Uh, an assassination attempt, the third actual assassination attempt on Mr. Donald Trump. You remember Mar-a-Lago, Florida, his home, his mansion, his golf course, assassination attempt. You remember he got hit on the side of the ear, an assassination attempt. Do you remember Mr. Donald Trump in not Calabasas, Coachella? That is correct. In Coachella was it was an individual that possibly that is right. And these were kids. They look like old men here, but these were just very young kids that started the civil rights movement. But yes, the third. Now, do you think Donald Trump will even make it to be president of the United States of America? This guy is wearing a helmet to cover up a soft spot. Alleged assassination attempt yesterday in California. That is correct. Yesterday in California. Very good comment before that. I greatly appreciate it. That's a pretty good insult. We greatly appreciate all your comments. It means so much to be a part of that 1% that gets paid. Meaning, you probably are not part of that 1%. So my soft spot, my friends, is making me money. And I hope it's making you. So let's talk about the President of the United States of America, and let's try not to embarrass ourselves by sounding more ignorant than we all sound. So we know Americans' education level is so low. That is correct. In South Carolina, that is correct. South Carolina, America's education level is one of the lowest in the world. Yes, Mississippi, Alabama, most of those Trump fans that we respect so much, that love America more than anybody else, are some of the most uneducated people in American and world history. Thank you. Standing on the corner and making money. Yes, this is, you see, you're hearing my voice, right? So what happens is when you comment, and I have 124,000 subscribers, so eventually I have 1 million subscribers. If you see somebody with 1 million subscribers, more than likely they're a millionaire. So once I have 1 million subscribers, more than likely I'll be a millionaire. So people don't talk about things. Obviously, IG paid me, and IG is a good source, but nobody's better than YouTube. I'm not saying this on a Monday because that's I'm the only one down here with the technology, and I'm asking people to use this technology just like me. So in 10 years, you'll see 50 people down here. So really, I'm just ahead of my time. A lot of people say, well, he just think he's walking around with a cell phone that doesn't even work. Some people don't even understand, even if you tell them. So I understand that technology is hard for us to understand, but yes, I'm making money right now, this second. I greatly appreciate you. Human trafficking. Somebody said FKH, human trafficking. Please elaborate on what you mean by that. That is correct, my friends. Please elaborate for what you mean by that. Remember, the American paperboy was so important to America's society. The paperboy stood here on the corners and threw out papers. That paperboy doesn't exist no more. It is called social media. I'll be reading some of these comments. These very important comments. Every single comment is so very important. I greatly appreciate you. Making 250 per year. Somebody said making 250 per year. So if you work a job, correct, and everybody's getting off work, and they only have that check, but then you have a bonus. The other day, thank God, I was getting off work. I had a coworker that pulled out a few bucks. I'm getting off work, and when I get off work, I could just bust out in tears right now. So they're worried about that check, and I was worried about my check, and we got our checks. But then I went over to the bank, and thank God, I looked into my account, and finally all of the things that we worked so hard for came through for us. So I had a really good time. And how it works, you know, I won't go into detail, but it's very easy to find out. You have so many places on YouTube you can go to figure out how to get paid in YouTube, and we want you to get paid just like we are at YouTube. No, you might not be making $1 million. Somebody said, well, $30,000 is not a lot of money. My friends, if you have $30,000, you in cash and the bank, my friends, YouTube is so great because your banker, the bank has to accept it. So you're dealing with the banker already. They're ready to give you a loan on top of the money that you receive. So say, for instance, if you do decide to be a partner at YouTube at a great forum, right? And you start collecting, see, we got celebrity shots, so people automatically come. We don't just get our views from this live feed. People are viewing the rails right now. So the rails, we made more money with the rails than live feeds, but live feeds are continuously getting us subscribers and can do the same thing for you. So wonderful, wonderful format. YouTube does pay, my friends, and they pay me very well, I would say. Now, people say millionaire. Listen, you don't need millions of dollars to buy homes or be successful. If somebody gives you $50,000, my friend, take it. Take it. You are supporting giving illegal money. You support giving illegal money Americans. No, I didn't say. We talked about people selling drugs. Let us know who you want to run for president. Yes, I do support. No matter what you do, my friends, I support it. We need drug dealers. We need people to do illegal crimes, right? If you ask your local district attorney, he needs cases to prosecute, right? If nobody broke into cars and nobody sold drugs, my friends, America would be poor. You won't hear this on CNN. You won't hear it on MSNBC, but you're lucky enough to hear it from a person to tell the truth and let you know what's really going on in this country. We have nothing against anybody that supports America, illegal or legal. In other words, we're not the forum would say, well, go out there and do the right thing. No, you go out there and you get money. That's what you do. You go out there and you get money. And that's all you have to do. And forget about somebody. If it all fails, then when you get arrested, you go downtown and you say what's up to everybody and you shake people's hands and you live a life that supports America no matter, as long as you have a living heartbeat. Welcome to the Photography Plug. Bro is really advocating crime. Somebody said, bro, no, I'm not advocating crime. What I'm saying is that the police carry guns to black neighborhoods, correct? Right? So we carry guns. Like right now, I have my gun on me. It's a legal gun. A black man can carry a legal gun. I have a legal gun on me. So that is 100% legal, but it hurts people's feelings to say, well, it's a black man to even say, to have a black man can't even hold his back straight without somebody saying, no, my friends, we're some of the most powerful, intelligent people in American and world history. Elon Musk is a wonderful person, but Elon Musk compared to black wealth in this world is nothing. That's what you have to understand. Elon Musk is poor compared to black people's wealth in this country. So don't get me started this morning. Let's talk about the election. I don't want to embarrass you. Talking about those little bitty people that you have in that jail cell over there, my friends, that's a little number. Black people outpopulate this world. So we're playing and toying with the person that actually has the power in the fight, toys with the other person that doesn't have the power. Donald Trump doesn't have the power. They are trying to assassinate him, my friends. He won't be around much longer. I'm sorry. Be a man, and no, he didn't care about you, so we don't have to have the empathy to care about him. This is business, my friends. To the local sheriffs, this is business. Trump 2024. I greatly appreciate your comments. We greatly appreciate all the contributions that those Trump fans give to this great American society. Thank you. Trump 2024. His policies have credit, though no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Great comment. Very good, intelligent comment. What are your views on private prison? My views on private prison, my views is any Democrat, and I say it like I said it before, Democrats don't care about the country, right? We don't care about prisons. We want the prisons to be, we want COVID. So we don't want black people to be incarcerated. We want slavery to be over. So if I had a message to people in prison, it would be something that I wouldn't really want to say, but you know what I mean by what I'm saying. It's an individual that said, we can have an intelligent conversation, all right, if you want to have an intelligent conversation, if you know what I'm talking about. The brutality of what we are as an Americans must stand. In other words, if you have a very intelligent person that went to Harvard and you have a guy that got out of Rikers Island, right, and they're dating the same woman, I'm sorry, the guy at Rikers Island is going to be throwing this woman all over the room. And she come home to this guy that goes to Harvard and educated. And all the education doesn't matter. The brutality, the physicalness matters, my friends. The attacks matter. That's why we have missiles. That's why we have an Army, a Navy, a Marines, a 8th and I Marine Corps. And obviously, and that's why America, unfortunately, is always attacked. And we lost so many wars. That's right, we lost so many wars. With Harris, that there will be, I actually have on shades. How does that look? That'll be a cool tint. That's why I'm gonna get some better lenses. We're gonna get some better lenses. Okay, now let me read some of these comments. Hello there. Now my reparations is ruined through the policy systems and going to try city council to speak out. Yes, try city council to speak out. But remember, yes, that's a great start to go to city councils. I don't know anything about your city, but I spoke at the city council and I advocate for people who speak, but they will try to line you up with these individuals that are crazy. So if you are speaking at the city council and the mayor calls you behind somebody that is clinically insane, then what? But I plan to go live in city council. In other words, they try to line you up. If I put you in a line full of retards, my friends, I'm just only going to think you're the 10th retard, no matter what you say. So I talked to the city council. I actually wrote a bill to the Supreme Court. And it was $1 billion for reparations to start. Really, all I was asking was just like San Francisco. San Francisco allowed $5 million for reparations. Was proposed for every person in San Francisco, but San Francisco has money. Even though they're going bankrupt, obviously San Francisco has a lot of money, more money than this small region. It is San Francisco, my friends, one of the most beautiful cities and powerful cities in the world. But they offered $5 million for reparations. I went to the city council, and they basically, I did it 100% professional. And the lady said something about the jail and undermined it. And they don't want to pay anything. That's why I say, if you go to another country, you might can get money. Because this is about money. This is not about empathy or sympathy. So we don't care. That is correct. We don't care. We do not care if you, my friends, say, well, we care. We don't care about you caring. We just want the money. So we just want the money. We don't care about your sympathy or empathy or your awards. Keep your awards too and give us the money. Now, YouTube shipped us an award. We were very grateful, but then they paid us the money. So the important thing is the money. IG never sent us an award. They never did like us. I know exactly where Adam is at. Obviously, it's public. Guys, let's learn from Donald Trump. Let's learn from Suge Knight. I say this over and over again. It always works. it works. When you listen to Donald Trump and you listen to Suge Knight and you listen to John Gotti and you listen to some of the biggest criminals in the world, Tupac Shakur's, my friends, it always works. It always works. It works. Salam alaikum. Greensboro police number. If anytime you see anything that you see illegal or you feel like I'm doing something wrong, please contact your local police and let them know where I'm at. They probably already know and probably already been contacted. It doesn't work. See, what happens is they say, well, how can we how can we beat you down? So I can go up there and she'll call the police right away. Police are not coming anymore. They say, well, this guy has a huge following and he's live. Now, some of the police will show up and pretend like they don't know what's going on and try to get close to me and brutalize me. It won't work. It won't work. It never did work. You failed and the system failed. And that's why you have a black woman that's going to run this country. So welcome to the Photography Plug. Unfortunately, that's why Donald Trump set it up for you to have a black woman running this country. So welcome to the Photography Plug. I greatly appreciate your form. Come to Reedsville, please. Yes, right up the street. Some of my friends, some of my close friends are brothers. They're brothers. We drink beer together. I go talk to them. So, I'm not afraid. You got to understand, certain people are not afraid of anybody. Some people are, it's not good, but some people just are not afraid of anybody because they have the backing. It will be great consequences. Welcome to the Photography Play. We're talking about who will be your next president of the United States of America. I forget, add, and share you that I have never, ever in my life have ever used hard drugs like cocaine. They can even give me a drug test. So somebody just commented about they never use hard drugs in their life. You have to understand these hard drugs are all over the place. They did a study saying Motrin was in the water. So even though you might not have ingested hard drugs yourself, if we're all drug tested, my friends, the drugs are in the water, it's in the air. It was an incident where a police officer forgot they were a police officer and they ran to a crime scene, which was just a car full of fentanyl. And obviously they had to hit the cop with Narcan. I think I mispronounced it. Actually, I had to hit one of my coworkers with that and bring him back to life. So that is a very terrible issue in America and possibly worldwide is the drug epidemics in the cities. So, and I think they said one of the cities in Virginia had 1 million more pills than every single citizen in that city. So this is not a black thing. This is a very terrible problem for all people, and especially white people in this country are suffering from drug overdoses and narcotics. I know firsthand, I had a coworker that you have to understand some people know how to regulate their bodies. In other words, if you know you're going to be exposed to narcotics, you need a big breakfast in the morning, you need to drink your milk, you need to be exercising, you need to drink a gallon of water. That can save your life. So keep that in mind when you're talking narcotics. So say, for instance, if that same kid that overdosed on narcotics, that is correct, the same kid that overdosed on narcotics, he probably didn't have anything on his stomach. And then he's using so many pills. If you took 300 pills in 1 month, my friends, you are on a suicide path. I've soared past these 20-year-old kids so many times just because they use so many narcotics. Now, I wouldn't even have a job if every 20-year-old, that is correct, I wouldn't have a job if every 20-year-old didn't use drugs. So I can't say it doesn't benefit me for him to be on drugs because it gives me a secure job and a clear mind. So welcome to the Photography Plug. Sis, you is 100. Bro goes off on weirdest So I'll be reading some more of these comments. This is the forum where your comments do count. We'll be moving on and going to the towards the college campus. This weekend is a huge weekend. We do want you to tune in. Some of the cooler skateboarders are out here skating, looking cool and dope, fashionable out here with the Vans on. Setting trends. These are the trendsetters here. Remember, always get your eye on the fashion. That is correct. Oh, that was a plane flying by. It looked like the building. It's a beautiful day. It's going to get a lot cooler. So get ready for it to be a lot cooler out here. Somebody said they look meth out. That's why you have to stay positive and give people a positive mind state. When you say things like that and we just turn our noses up, I've been there. I'm not judging you for your comment. We greatly appreciate it. But when you start judging people for those things, you got to compliment them. I don't care what situation they're in. There was an individual in Atlanta in the worst condition I've ever seen. This individual person, I still have the video. And I could put it out and I guarantee it's going to go viral. It's a drug addicted woman. And I told her, I said, you're very beautiful. She was not very beautiful, but I had to say that to her so maybe she can understand that inside she is very beautiful. These drugs make us all so very ugly. So let's remember, we could be in that same situation tomorrow. So welcome to the photography plug. I have heard rumors that the system wanted to put me in the state prison and also put me in the death penalty. I had to talk to the police in my area today. I don't think they're really helping me. So individuals said they possibly could be put on death row. Let us know why. I think it'll be I couldn't see you having a conversation on the internet. It is possible. A lot of cell phones are in prison. But if you are a candidate for death row, I would think you will already be in custody and not able to contact people on cell phone. So, let us know what the details are. We do care about your comment. No matter how tough it is, we want you to be successful here at Photography Plug. Try to lick your elbow. Ain't no way I'm gonna be in that situation, bro. No, enough said. Somebody said, ain't no way that I'm gonna be in that situation. Enough said. So subscribe, donate. We'll be heading down here to the college campus. See if we can see anything going on today. I'll be happy to get back to work tomorrow. Ready to lift things. I feel wonderful. I hope you're feeling great today. Subscribe, donate. And let us know, who do you think is going to be the next president of the United States of America? Who are you voting for, in Senate? That is correct. Who are you voting for in the Senate, the president, and across the board? Are you going Republican? Are you going red? So comment. Let us know. We started off very good. The numbers are dipping low. I think it is what we see, what people see in the background is interesting. Well, let us know. Do you think Harris will be your next president of the United States of America? I mean, she stands there looking to be one of the better performers in American history, already taking that vice president of the United States of America. Yes, she's the vice president. She is the president. She's just the vice president. And just imagine her holding that. The first person that ever become vice president, I apologize, isn't that Joe Biden, but first woman that become vice president and then become president of the United States of America. So that is very interesting to see all the records that she's breaking. Somebody said Kamala Harris is not anybody, she's a vice president of the United States of America, and she is obviously a very important asset to American society. Now, the third assassination attempt on Dr. Donald Trump's life happened a few days ago in Coachella. That is correct. Coachella is a place. I think everybody thought Coachella was just a concert, but it's actually a city. So, welcome to the Photography Plug. Greatly appreciate the people that are tuning in today. Put some spice brown sugar in the White House. Somebody said put some spice and brown sugar in the White House. That does sound good. I love the way that sounds. Put some spice and some brown sugar in the White House. It will make America, with that comment making me make another comment by saying, I think it will move America forward. Any clear-minded person wouldn't want a 34 convicted felon in their White House. I don't mind it because we're not the authorities and we can't tell Donald Trump even what to do. So we don't care if Donald Trump commits crimes. We don't care if Harris commits crimes. We just want a strong economy. It's nothing worse. And this is the first time you hear it on the forum. We don't even have huge numbers right now, but I'm gonna give you great information. And if anybody has to understand that very importance of great information. But yes, my friends, America needs great drug dealers. Nothing is worse than a bad drug dealer, even your doctor, Dr. Donald Trump. So your narcotics is very important. We don't want any synthetics. We need real narcotics. That's the problem because most of these people down here are exposed to the weather, number one, and then those synthetics narcotics, number two, and then that just creates a dormant society. You can feel how dormant it is. If you want to say make America great again, I don't know about that, but you can bring the crack era back again. So welcome to the Photography Plugs. Very few people here today, but we started off pretty good. We'll stick with it, and we'll go through it. We have nothing else to do today. I get back to my car, to my house, take another shower, and then I'll probably just go out and enjoy myself. But I just want to make sure that 124,000 is a little bit more. So subscribe. Let us know who you think will be your next president. Now, they're saying Donald Trump possibly could be incarcerated on the day of his inauguration. How do you feel about that? Trump, come on now. Go pick up the trash, boy. You look like you in the trailer. Look like I'm in the trailer parks. I know. There's nothing wrong with the trailer parks, my friends. There's nothing wrong with it. I think some people judge so many different people. And they talk about people that maybe not have what they have. So if I were to start talking about people in trailer parks, then I'll be hurting some people that I might know close to me. So watch how you talk about people because you end up, I had a friend tell me, he says, most of the time people are talking about other people, they're just talking about their situations. He was talking music and rap. Obviously, this is a music channel, this is a rap channel. And it's very easy, I think, for this mayor of the city to actually clean up the city. But obviously, we have a way bigger following than our local mayor. That's right. No more people have to run for mayor. My friends, you can have a bigger following than your local mayor. You don't know who that individual is. So, welcome. Shouldn't be at the methadone clinic right now. Yeah, that's one thing I don't believe in is because black people in this country have been destroyed. I will be out here personally with not a dollar before I go and let anybody inject anything in my blood or take my bone marrow out. You could just go and see us in this city. Honestly, what happens is if you do go broke, you can go in all these stores and get whatever you want for free. I spend so much money. I can go to all these stores and walk in and walk out. That's what they call it. Walk in and walk out. We walk in with a whole brand new, that's nothing to brag on, but what I'm saying is you don't have to take or steal from anybody. You could just take from the big companies. Walmart had a big thing in Minneapolis. They cannot touch anybody. They can go get the biggest flat screen TV they want, and that lawsuit, go ahead and file, sue them, and that's make the system work for yourself. Don't allow them to win. So I never run all these stores. I never run out of money because I can go right in this store, get anything I want for 100% free in all these stores. It's been plenty of times that everything that I have on, everything in my pocket and everything, it's got 9/10 of the law. You got to catch me in the action. So welcome to the Photography Plug. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the trailer park guy trolling. Now, if we do, obviously, I walked a very long way to go live, so I hate to not stay live. But when it gets to a certain number, I've never been low enough to a certain number. If it does, it's not worth my time. So, comment. We actually never been this low. Obviously, every day is not going to be. That's one thing as an entrepreneur, trickle in the numbers that you can't possibly trickle in. But I did like that comment when somebody said I looked like I woke up in like a tractor trailer or something. I thought that was funny. I take your insults and I greatly appreciate them because little by little they're getting me paid. Right now somebody's looking at a reel and somebody is online. So it's two things working at once. Become a partner of YouTube, become a money maker, and be very successful. If you can, you are unemployed. No, I'm not. Unfortunately, I have a good job. Now, I said, last time I went to work, I said, goodness gracious, I feel like we're close to this season. I have a seasonal job, so it slows down. That's good. We don't want to. That's one thing they'll try to do is treat you like you're running to a brick wall. In other words, look how many failures come out of the NFL. Look how many failures came out the NBA. Look how many people that can't even Dipset. It's a lot of record labels out there that fail. That we have more subscribers than. I looked at my competition for years ago, and they had like 25,000 subscribers. It is a competition, my friends. Life is a competition for me. It can be whatever for you. But until I'm very rich and very successful, you're going to probably hear my voice. So welcome. We'll probably try to go back off and on because we know that technology has hit the phone. In other words, it's impossible to be on live with 124,000 subscribers and you have only 25 people on a worldwide network. In other words, it would never be that less interest in anybody. In other words, they will hit your phone with some type of technology, whether the police ride by or helicopter, and you will see your numbers just depreciate. That is technology at its finest. And that is what this is. And sometimes I notice when certain people comment, I think it's algorithm that if a certain person comments, I already know it's going to be a low fee. So it's things that you have, just like the hashtags. You remember everybody used to hashtag on IG. Nobody does it no more because all the hashtags are used up. But you have to keep changing that algorithm. So we'll try to come on and come off. I don't know if it's possible, but way too little right now. We're probably in this live right now because it's not worth my time, but I greatly appreciate everybody